In today's episode, I will walk you through a bash script that automates system backups. This is a must-have for any sysadmin or IT professional who wants to ensure data safety and reduce manual work. So let's dive in. The goal of this script is to backup important directories like /etc, /home, and /var/log. Compress them with time-stamped file names, store them in a designated backup folder, log success or failure with exit codes, and optionally, email notification or cron scheduling. So let's first create the script. I will call it backup dash script.sh. The first thing to do in our script is to create four variables: backup dir, target dirs, date, and log file. So the backup dir is where all the backups will be stored. The target dirs is the list of directories that you want to backup. It can be one, two, three, or as many target directories as you want. The date variable generates a timestamp for unique file names. So you want each backup file to have a unique file name. And to do that, it's easier done with a timestamp. The log file variable is a path to the log file that records backup activity, whether it's a success or failure. This part of the script makes the backup script flexible and easy to modify later. And what I mean by that is that if in the future, if I want to change the backup there, I just change this value. So I put a different path. If I want to add a target directory to the list of target directories, I can just add it here, just by putting a space and then between double quotes another location or another target. Or also I can remove one of these targets if I want to. So that's what's useful about these parameters or variables. Next, we create this backup directory with the command make dir with the option -p, which allows us to create the folder if it does not exist. And if it does exist, so no action is needed. So this is just to make sure that the backup folder is there. And this makes our backup script robust and won't fail due to missing folders. Next, we use the echo command to uh, log the start time of the backup. So the message that we will log is backup started at and the date. We pipe this message to the T command, which outputs to both terminal and the log file, this log file here. So this allows us to have this message show in two places, the terminal and the log file. And we use the A option, -A option, in order to append, so we don't overwrite the existing content of the file. And this gives us a timestamped record of when the backup began. Next, we loop through each directory in the target dirs array. The variable dir will hold the current directory path. Next, we prepare the archive name and archive path. The base name extracts the folder name, for example, etc/etc will be we extract from it etc. The archive name will combine the folder name plus the timestamp plus the extension .tar.gz. And the archive path is going to be the full path where the archive will be saved. That's why the archive path is the backup dir concatenated with slash and the archive name. This is going to keep our backups organized and time-stamped. Next, we echo a message to the screen or to the terminal and also to the log file to indicate that we are starting the backup. This is going to help us track the progress and troubleshoot if needed. Now we arrive to the core of this script, which is performing the actual backup. And to do that, we use the command tar with the option -czf. What we will do here is that for each directory in the list of targets, we will generate a file with this path, backup_dir/archive name, and it will be in the desired location because archive path includes the backup directory and the archive name. So that's why we did all the preparation before running the tar command. And this two greater than sign means that we are redirecting any errors to the log file. And the next thing we do is we check the success or failure of our compression operation. So we do if $? Equals to 0, which means that we check if the last operation was successful. So if this is equal to 0, it means that yes, it was successful. So we echo the message backup of $dir was successful. And we do the same as before, as the previous echo command. We pipe this to the T command, which outputs the message to the terminal and to the log file. Otherwise, if it was not successful, we echo the message backup of $dir failed, and same thing, we show it on the terminal and in the log file. And this is going to add reliability and transparency to our script. Then we finish our while loop with the keyword, or sorry, the for loop with the keyword done. And to make this a little bit readable, we add indentation. After the for loop, we echo this message to say that the backup completed at a $date, which is the current timestamp, and same thing, we pipe this to T command to show it in the terminal and in the log file, which is going to give us a full timeline in the log file and help us with the troubleshooting of the script if necessary. Now the exciting part, let's try our backup script and see what it does. First, let's do ls of the root directory. So as you can see, there is no uh, backup. Sorry, what I wanted to do is ls-la of the root. So as you can see, there is no backup directory here. So what I expect from the script is to first create the backup directory. First, let's make the script executable. So chmod plus x of uh, my directory backup script.sh. Now if I do /backup script and hit enter, it says permission denied. As you can see here, it's telling me cannot create directory /backup permission denied. This is because I need elevated privileges to create a folder uh, in slash in the root directory. And what comes after that is error messages of no such file or directory because the backup directory, this one, was not created. So in order to fix this, I need to run this script as a sudoer. Let's see if that works. I enter my password. Now, sorry, I have made a mistake about the password. I used another one. Let's see now. Backup successful of /etc. Now it's backing up home. So it's taking a little bit of time. Yeah, I expect this to take some time because I have some big files in my home directory. That's why. But in any case, you see that when you run the script with the proper permissions, with elevated permissions, you should be able to create the backup directory and then backup your directories or target directories there. If I open another terminal while this is running, just to gain a little bit of time, if I do cd slash backup and then I do ls, as you can see, I have here the backup of the etc folder, the backup of the home folder, and each of these has a timestamp, as you can see, the date and the time. And I have here also the log file. Let's cut the log file and see what it contains. Backup log. And as you can see, all the echo messages that we have in our script are showing up here, like backup started, backing up etc to backup slash etc backup. This is not from the script, this is from the tar command. This is from the script, backup of etc successful, backing up home to backup slash home underscore backup with a timestamp, and so on. Backup of home successful, backup of var log file successful. So as you can see, this is working as expected. And when I go back to the first tab, uh, all the backups finished successfully. So we were able to compress the etc folder slash etc, the slash home folder, and slash var slash log. So whenever you want to change this, you just go to the script and add or remove the list of target directories to backup. So as you can see, this is really useful and practical and easy to manage. Now, if I list my uh, backup folder again, I have three directories in my script, so I have three compressed files, one for home, one for log, and one for etc. And the other one is the log file. Now let's make this video even more interesting by creating a cron job of this script. So to do this, run the command crontab-e to edit the crontab file or to edit the cron tasks. Now here, add the new cron tasks. Let's say I want this to run every day at, for example, 11 p.m. So to do this, write 0, 23, star, star, and I will explain this in a moment. Let's say you want to run this every day, and then the path to our script, / backup dash script dot sh. What this means is that our script is going to run every day at 23, which is 11 p.m. This is the minutes, this is the hour, this is uh, the day of the month, this is the month, and this is the day of the week. Star means that uh, any day, any month, and any day of the week. So it means every day. If you want to make this, for example, run once a week, uh, weekdays are numbered from 0 to 6, starting from 0, Sunday. So if you want it to run every Sunday at 11 p.m., you put here 0 instead of star. If you want it to run Monday, you put 1 instead of star, and so on. I'm going to leave it to star because I want this to run every day at 11 p.m. And this is how you do it. So we save the content of this file by doing Control W because we are in Nano, and then Control O to save, and then Control X to exit.